Number one, when you're the premiership team, you must remain hungry, and it's why we don't have many back-to-back teams, because players get complacent. They see a premiership medal by their bed and they don't do the things that they would have done previous years. Role players, nothing more, nothing less. And I think what happens is you win a premiership and suddenly the defensive forward wants to be more than that.
And Richmond have got some issues now. They've had a draw and 2 losses since their round 1 victory, and they are well and truly back with the pack.
They are. They're in a bit of a bind at the moment. It won't get any easier for them as well. Matthew Lloyd warned about it at the start of the year, and Damien Hardwick conceded on the weekend they weren't playing Richmond footy.
We've been in this situation before. We've dug ourselves out of it, but we've got some work to do, there's no doubt. We're certainly well off the pace. We're not playing a Richmond style of game at the moment.
And they're not. And I want to show some down-the-ground vision. This is Sydney Stack highlighted. His man is on the left, Jack Loney. So is that accountability? No, it's not. And he would not have done that when he was trying to get a game in a premiership team in the middle or late part of last year. This is the Richmond defence. They're used to lining up across the centre of the ground because the forward pressure is so good up the field. That's Tim Membry at the top of the goal square. Where is the accountability there from Richmond? You love it as a forward. If you can get a run at the jump at the ball without any body contact, you do the damage. And Tim Membry, moments later, again, they're finger pointing. There's 3 Saints back there versus 2 Tiger players. And again, Tim Membry just licks his lips and says, how good is it? This is not what I would have expected from Richmond.
They got some players sadly out of form as you're going to look at the pressure drop-off from some of those role players, so to speak. Caddy Baker, Lambert, I should say, Bolton, Castagna and Rioli, Lordo. But they got some players sadly out of form. Yeah. Caddy you've put on the agenda. I think Hooley's out of form. Sydney Stack, you've shown some vision. Jack Revolt also. Would you make a big selection statement?
Well, they dropped 4 players last week, Kane, and brought in 4 new ones. But I'd love to see them inject some youth into that team, and that might sharpen up some players as well and actually liven up some players, even premiership stars. Dusty rolled around on the weekend. I didn't think he had the intensity he needed. Yep. So big question marks, and maybe the blessing is Melbourne at the MCG this Sunday. A last chance saloon, I think.
Who would you throw in? Lloyd, have you got any names that you'd like to see?
I think I'd like to see Marbiol Chol play as maybe a secondary ruckman forward. I think that Collier Dawkins, I'm not sure if he's injured, been at the club a long time, so there's a couple of youngsters I'd give an opportunity to.
They've got potentially a bigger problem too, which is a bit more long-term and it's been creeping up for a while, and many clubs keeping an eye on this. They've got the NBA model, which is to pay a select few the most, and that, in their instance, that would be Martin, Revolt, Prestia, Cochin and Tom Lynch, who's back-ended, don't forget. They carry that money into the future years. So a lot of money soaked up into 5 players and then ostensibly underpaid role players around them. And that's all well and good when you can sell a dream to the underpaid role player of culture and premiership. But then 2 things happen. When everyone gets pay cuts, I think the underpaid role player is hit and hurt harder because he was already underpaid and now he's even more underpaid. And then you let 2 out of the system who go on and get some success. And Butler and Ellis are good examples of that. I know it's early days, but you look at, if you're an underpaid role player at Richmond and you go, Butler's gone for good money at another club and getting decent minutes and kicking goals and a better player. Ellis has gone and got really good money at the Gold Coast and playing in an up-and-coming team. The sell of success only holds up when there is success. And I think they're going to have a real job on their hands to keep selling that footy club to really good citizens who might look at some of the success, the early success these other players are having.
But they've done the same thing at GWS, Hutchie, and they've managed to keep their best players, or at least keep the ones that they've wanted to. And the blessing in disguise of the silver lining might be Alex Rance. He's gone out of the salary cap now, so it has freed up a little bit of room.
But I think there'll be a little bit of a wildebeest theory around the Tigers' periphery players, and some clubs will try and find another Butler or another Ellis out of that.
Yeah, if you're a Dylan Grimes, Hutchie, and if you're getting paid, I'm not plucking a number, 400,000, and there's a club that's willing to pay you 850, and you've got your premiership and you're looking to shore up your security, absolutely you'd look at it.
You hope Dylan Grimes is on more than 400.
But it's amazing,
well,
Hutchie.
How could he be? That's the sort of numbers that Hutchie's referring to.
He's one of the most important players.
That's what I'm saying, and another club would rate him with that. But at Richmond, he's always been prepared to pay for less because of the stars and the success they've had.
But it is amazing how it happens. You're spot on. Once you're
went
out
through
of it,
Essendon, right?
Yeah, we lost. Yeah, we lost Blumfield, Heffernan, Carousella, Hardwick, all in the space of 18 months, and Solomon as well.